Um,
Hello, I'm Emily Easton, co-founder of the MSFP studio and production companies. After touching tribute on my wedding day, I wanted to take this time to not only thank the radio MSFP, but interview a group who I believe is one of the greatest hip-hop duos of the last 5 years. Of course, I'm talking with MSFP KR3W.
MSFP crew, yes.
Okay, my first question is...
That's cruel. They did a special thing with the people.
My first question is for both of you. What can we expect for this new MSFP crew album?
Skip, do you want to go first, or should I take this first?
you go first.
I think it'll be really special and really magical. It's definitely edgy, but we're trying to bring back that really fun club feel where MCs actually put on a performance on stage. You go to one of our shows, you'll actually see us move around on stage and do. So it's not just, we're actually moving around, bringing it back to almost like the MC Hammer days, but with a modern.
Big Step, what's up with your announcement earlier this year about being on the X Factor?
The X Factor. I went to the auditions and I had made it all the way to meet with the producers, and they were gonna let me know if I made it on the show. Now, beforehand, on most of the shows, like X Factor, American Idol, there's 3 auditions before what's televised. There's 2 crew auditions, and then you audition in front of the producers. So I made it all the way to the producers audition. Now, from the crew audition, I was wearing this Big Step shirt that had a picture of me from American Idol, and I was telling them, and the crew was really loving this touching story that I told them about how hold on, I'm gonna the crew had really loved this touching story about how I was going on there to reinvent myself, that because of my learning disabilities, that I was really proud of what I had done, but I come to reinvent myself and show them that I could bring something more than what they saw before when I did American Idol. And then by the time I got to the producers, it had been a long day, and I had been so tired that the only thing I could think to say to the producers when they asked me about the shirt was, hey, I figured I was on American Idol, so was Simon Cowell, and I looked back, and the second I left that room, I looked back at that moment, and I'm like, I should have. I wanted to slap myself upside the head because I had a really touching story that the crew members were practically in tears about. And when I met the producers, it was just flat.
Okay, Skip, but I understand that you're also working on a solo album to do an additional work with the MSFP crew album. Can you tell us about the album?
It's called Triple X Syndrome, and on video.
Yes, on video. This is your chance to advertise. I mean, I could finish it off for you, but I think this question was directed to you.
It's gonna be
Don't be bashful now. You're not bashful with those songs you wrote.
okay. It's very
Well, America, you're getting to see Skip a blush. Go on. It's very.
Explicit, sexual, and
full of a lot of lesbian fun. Stuff like that. Okay, her face just turned red.
I guess the best word for it.
Go on.
Well, I know the word, I just don't want to say it.
Type it out.
Type it
Type it out and I'll say it.
How do I type it out?
On the right side.
Right side. Oh. Right side. Yeah. Did you get it?
Yes, we all got.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all laughing because the word that she typed out is pornographic.
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 No. Pie-nographic.
Okay, pinographic. Alright, well, I think that was her.
Okay, Big Set. What is Big Set's Idol Hour?
Big Stats Idol Hour.
Yes, Big Stats Idol Hour. I have a new internet radio station called Big Stats Idol Hour. We are also you have a management firm, and we have connections with with Clear Channel and a few other distributors for beyond just our own station. We're actually going to be re-airing this exact interview. We're going to strip the audio and have it appear on an episode later today on the station. So it's an internet radio station. You get to meet a lot of the people that I work with. There are tons of great artists, and it's not just hip hop. I'm working with country artists. I'm working with pop artists, rock artists, R&B artists. I even got. I have to check in with her. I'm even got this gospel singer that has a variety that I'm working with as well. So, and if people want to check out about that, they can always go to our website for that. That's idlehour.com. And that's what I got to say about Big Stats Idle Hour.
Sounds interesting. How did the MS crew become what it is today?
Yeah, how did the MSFP crew become what it is today? I'm going to start this one off, and Carrie, if you have something that you wanted to add to it, feel free. All right, Skip.
I hate this echo.
Alright, so it started off as 4 soloists who teamed up together to perform at shows. Myself, Skippa, a rapper by the name of Crown, and an R&B singer by the name of Tierra Mora. Tierra Mora went off and started to do some solo projects, and I actually produced a song that featured her and her boyfriend at the time, / fellow MSFP crew member Crown. That song's called Almost There. After that, we added two other artists to the group. They were in there for a short period of time. We had a secondary, or technically third, male rapper who was named Ray.
Wait, what?
And then we added pop rock singer Andreas Riviera. That lasted for about really so that didn't last. So then it went back to just me, Crown, and Skippa. Then Crown started doing some more behind-the-scenes stuff for the MSFP crew. He's like our honorary third member, but we decided to go forward as a duo. And, Crown even produced he was the executive producer and made the beat for our song The Orgy, and also did and was also the executive producer on Skippa's Triple X and Syndrome album. And that would be the history of the MSFP crew.
Okay, how did your experience with the X Factor compare with the experience with American Idol?
Alright, so like I mentioned before, about the audition process, how with Idol and X Factor, there's 4 different there's different auditions, and only the final audition is held on that. Now, with American Idol, what I gotta say that I actually do like about them compared to X Factor is you know when you watch American Idol, you see that amazing room with all the past winners. It's the act when you do the producers audition. It's almost like a dress rehearsal for the televised audition because you get to audition in that room. It's the coolest experience ever.
What the?
Now, when I did X Factor, yes, there's a cat in the background. Now that we have established that, when I did X Factor, what it was is it was the producers and a video camera, and for the producers audition at X Factor, and it was done in a college locker room for the USC. I think USC's Trojans, but that's besides the point. Yeah, USC's the Trojans, UCLA's the Bruins. Anyways, so it was just, and because it was videotaped, they didn't let you know right away, unlike American Idol, where if you go to an American Idol audition, if you make it to the producers, you'll know that day if you're coming back for the televised auditions. They'll give you like 6 months, a 6-month window for X Factor to let you know. So for 6 months, you gotta wait by your phone and see if they're ever gonna give you a call. And that's the difference between Idol and X Factor. And yes, I apologize to our listeners and to Skip who seems to be bothered by this echo, but there is going to be an echo during this video. Alright.
Okay, this question is for both of y'all. What can we look forward to hearing from y'all on the new compilation album, and when is it?
Alright, well, we just, a few months back we finished Idol Compilation Volume 1. On that one we had our song The Orgy, we had Got 'Em Looking, we had one of our old crowd pleasers from when it was the original 4 MSFP crew members, a song called Hot Spot. And then also, Skippa had one of her singles from the Triple X drum on there. She had Keep Me Out. Now for the next one, which we're expecting to come out sometime this November. So for this next one that we're expecting to come out next November, we got a song called Let Loose. We got and then Skippa's got a song on there called, I forget if she's got Porn and Music or Masturbation. Oh, yeah. She's cheering because she likes both of those songs, so she feels like a winner no matter what. And as well as the other thing I'm excited about is for that album, besides for it being a very diverse album, even more than the last one, because on this one we're inviting people from the genres of rock. We got a guy. We even have a country singer who's submitting 7 songs for this compilation album. So it's gonna be quite an eclectic album. This next Idol compilation album, and then it's gonna be exciting. Skippa, do you care to elaborate on that?
Wait, what?
Do you care to elaborate on what I was just saying about the next Idol compilation album? Or do you think that's sufficient?
I don't know what's gonna be on it.
Yeah, it's sponsored by Big Stats Idol Hour, and then I executive produce it, so I get to pick the song. So obviously, there's going to be MSFP crew music on there, and there's going to be a single from Skippa's Triple X Syndrome album on there.
What about Ultra Free? Huggles?
Yes, Huggles. Alright, we could probably try to get Ultra Freak on there. It'd be good to have an additional MSFP crew song on there, and so let's try to get Ultra Freak on there. All right. All right. Emily?
Okay, big set. So here you have a job working for an affiliate of Universal Music Distribution.
Yeah, it's I do some A&R work on the side for a small independent company that distributes through Universal. It's something that I'm pretty excited about, and that's why when people get on these idol compilations, they get excited because I let them know that because of these connections that the Universal Music Distribution is going to be, even though this album isn't a Universal Music distributed album, that they're going to be overseeing it. So it's exciting. All right, Emily.
Okay, this is a question for y'all. Where do y'all feel you get? Where do you guys feel that you guys draw inspiration from?
You know what? I've been doing a lot of talking on this interview. I'm gonna let Skippa start this one off. We obviously get we're both 2 individual people, and we get inspiration from various sources. And we both love rock music, so as well. So Skip, you go first.
For rock? Did we
For
do
rock,
this last
and
time?
then for everything.
Okay. Okay. I like Linkin Park, Evanescence, Paramore, No Doubt, Foo Fighters, Weezer. Rise Against, The Offspring. Yeah,
Okay, and what about hip hop?
that's a shorter list. Okay, Nelly, Chingy, Ludacris, hold on.
It can be older artists too.
Run DMC. What?
It's okay. Her hip hop guilty pleasure is Bow Wow.
Oh.
And
Hold on.
and she also really likes that
Beastie
song.
Boys. Ooh. Beastie
What?
Boys.
Awesome.
Cassidy. Cypress Hill. Going down the list.
Your stock just went way up. You said Beastie Boys.
Who else is on my list? They have a lot of hip hop on iTunes.
Yeah, she also likes what's that song by Kaya, old song.
What you think about Eminem?
Yeah, I like Eminem. I don't know who doesn't.
Do that.
How about that crazy P person, Big Stats?
She has to say yes for that one. She kind of works with me. Yeah, when I first started working with her, I picked her out because I was a fan of, even though she was sort of a one-hit wonder. I don't know if you guys remember that white British rapper Lady Sovereign, who had that song.
I saw her in concert one time.
Yeah, who had that song "Love Me or Hate Me."
And she did that
when I first started working with her, she was doing sort of, she sort of changed up her style a little since then, but she was sort of doing like this very electro hip hop sound that reminded me a lot of Lady Sovereign with that "Love Me or Hate Me."
I like Kelly too.
All right, for me, that song that she likes is the one by Kaya is
My Neck, My Back.
Yeah, that's it. I'm a fan of old school hip hop. I like a lot of the new school too, but let's be honest, for the most part, the 90s, that was the golden age for hip hop, of course, and so yeah, of course I love Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. and the whole 90s hip hop scene, but I go beyond just that. I mean, I already mentioned in hip hop that I'm inspired by the performance hip hop scene of the early 90s with MC Hammer. But I'm also, I think no matter what genre you're in, you can draw inspiration from other artists, even if they're not in your genre. Like I'm very heavily, and influenced by Michael Jackson, and when I was really young, I was the three artists that really got me into music, or you know what, I'm gonna say the four artists that really got me into music: Janet Jackson, Paula Abdul, Michael Jackson, and you know, that's those four artists. Those are my core, because that's what those four artists is. So what sort of formed me into being an artist. I would listen to sounds and started writing music when I was in kindergarten, and it was because of those four artists that
What four artists?
they were my foundation. Janet Jackson, Madonna, Michael Jackson, and Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
Whatever, Bow Wow is your foundation. I get these four.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Emily, next question?
Okay. Big Stack. Question for your fans. Now, have you been asking that you want to spell on what's going on the long wait with the Harlem Shake rap video that you promised your fans? And are you still beefing with Randy Jackson?
Alright, let me answer the part about the Harlem Shake rap video, because that one's is a lot shorter of a story. Okay. Due to all these work I've just been really caught up. And the thing is, I did shoot footage for the Harlem Shake rap video, but after everything I've accomplished, I think the fans deserve more. I think but what I am gonna say is we are gonna also be doing a music video soon for the orgy, which will be very exciting. You'll be able to see it on YouTube, and you'll see the quality that I do with that, and that's the type of quality that I want to have when I do this Harlem Shake rap video. I'm still doing the Harlem Shake rap video. It's just, you know, there's so much on my plate, and I just want when I present it for it to be something very special. Now, with the beef with Randy Jackson, here's what happened. For those of you who saw me during American Idol, what it was really about was him going off and attacking me about me doing music production. What upset me about that was his job was to judge me on my performance in the audition room. Instead, he made a quick comment about that, and then went off for about 15 minutes on me doing music production when he hasn't even heard anything that I've done in the world of music production. Later on, after I announced the beef with Randy Jackson on national television, he, during a radio interview, I was asked if they could conference me in with Randy Jackson, and we were supposed to go and squash the beef, and I guess because they figured it'd be good marketing, they wanted to do this at In-N-Out Burger, which is a West Coast, which is a huge West Coast burger chain. You know, it's kind of like In and Out to the West Coast is kind of like what White Castle is to the East Coast. Just to let you guys, just to put it on perspective. So, and the phone got disconnected, and I hadn't heard from him since. So, the thing is if I can get an apology from him, I'm fine with squashing the beef. But as of now, it is what it is, and the beef has not been squashed. So, and I feel, yeah, when he went off on producing that, that wasn't why I didn't come in there for him to judge me on my producing, especially if he hasn't heard the music that I produced. If he had heard the music that I produced and wanted to judge me on it, I would have no problem with that. In fact, prior to the beef with Randy Jackson, I actually have listened to music off his compilation album, and I gotta say, that track that he did, I gotta give it to him on that track that he did with Paula Abdul, that Dance Like There's No Tomorrow. That song was my jam, and so I'll give him his props there, but I still feel he owes me an apology. And that's what I gotta say about that.
Okay, my last question is: do y'all have any announcements for us?
Yes, we do.
Wait, what?
She's asking if we have any announcements for them. Okay. Well, another fan question people have been begging to know is, when will I make my return to reality TV? Will I be alone when I do that? They really want to know if I'm going to do another reality competition show. As you know, I did I tried to do X Factor earlier. And what I'm proud to say is, here's the long-awaited answer. Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm not going to be alone. Not only am I bringing the MSFP crew with me, but I'm trying to bring and do a showcase of every act that I work with. Sort of a Matt Big Sets Frankel army. And we're going to try to present ourselves on America's Got Talent. So stay tuned for next season of America's Got Talent, because you might see me, and there's been success stories that came out of America's Got Talent. Some people might not know this, but that pop singer Jessica Sanchez, before she got famous from American Idol and it really launched her career, she was on season 1 of America's Got Talent. So who knows? Maybe we'll be the reverse Jessica Sanchez story, where I'll get my start off American Idol, and the career will really launch from America's Got Talent. Not that the career hasn't already, but I think it's time for the masses to really know about everything that I'm doing. from Big Stats Idle Hour to Radio MSFP to my interaction with the MSFP crew to even the startup of my foundation. This with the prize money, I'm using it to found the Big Stats Cares Foundation, which is a foundation that gives that's all about helping special needs children through music education. So, you know, and it's something that means a lot to me. And if people want to support us along the way on this, they can also go to msfpinc.com. That's msfpinc.com. And there's a donation button at the bottom, and we're really trying to start a movement, you know, do something really spectacular, something that the world hasn't seen before. Skip, do you want to add to that?
What was the question?
Is there some sort of announcement that I already said that we were gonna, that part of going to America's Got Talent was the MSFP crew will be seen on national television, as well as other acts that I work with.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't have any announcements, really, except for the other album.
Alright. Yeah, so look for both of those albums. We're gonna be dropping singles through the Idol compilation album for both albums, but look for both of those albums sometime next year. We had the Triple X Syndrome was supposed to come out earlier this year, but there was a there was a complication with the executive producer, but everything's fixed up. All right, Emily, back to you.
I want to thank y'all for viewing this long wait video, and stay tuned for more future episodes. You know when and where. You never know when I'll be back on. I love you all. Hope you guys have a great night.
Peace.